Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first code session of the Infusing Computing Professional Development. This is the first time that we moved the Infusing Computing Professional Development online. We hope to use this video to explain what the online code session looks like and provide some tips on how to collaborate on the coding activities by doing pair programming. In this video, we will start by introducing the general goals of the code sessions. Next, we will talk about a programming environment called Snap, where we will use to learn the fundamental programming concepts. Then, we'll introduce our self-paced coding activities, followed by how to work in pairs to complete these activities collaboratively. Finally, we will help you locate some resources that you might find useful during the code sessions. The goals of the code session. There are three main goals for the code sessions. First, we will help you learn the fundamental programming concepts, such as if-else conditionals, loops, and variables, so that you can not only understand simple programs, but also create your own programs that you can use in your classrooms. Next, we will help you connect the basic programming concepts to the four product elements and help you understand how computational thinking resides in the computer programs. Finally, we want to use these programming activities to demonstrate different coding activities that you can use in your lessons, as well as helpful teaching strategies to help you carry out your lesson plans more successfully. Snap Programming Environment. Snap is a visual block-based programming environment developed by UC Berkeley. It allows users to create programming scripts by snapping command blocks together. Unlike the conventional text-based programming languages, Snap frees learners from worrying about making typos and syntax mistakes and focus only on learning the programming logic. The beginner-friendly interface of Snap gives learners opportunities to tinker with the command blocks and get instant feedback from the stage. Despite having an unconventional look, Snap is a very powerful and expressive programming tool. It has been used to create an exploration game to teach life cycle of sea turtles, interactive storyboard to introduce a person or a historical event, simulation to teach the creation of fandom traffic jam, and quizzes to assess students' knowledge on a subject. It can also be used to create platformer games and many more different types of projects. If any of these projects interests you, you're in for a treat. We'll teach you the programming concepts that you need to understand Snap programs and help you create similar Snap projects to be used in your classrooms. Self-paced coding activities. In order to meet our goal for code sessions, we designed 5 coding activities for you to complete. Each coding activity is decomposed into 5 to 7 steps to teach a new concept or reinforce a concept that you have seen. We picked these programs because they have been shown to be highly adaptable and easy to integrate into different subject areas. The coding tasks are carefully designed to demonstrate different activities that you can adopt into your lesson plans. We understand that people have different paces when it comes to learning. To accommodate this, we use a set of self-guided instruction slides to deliver the coding activities in the code sessions. For each coding activity, the instruction slides offer an explanation of the goals and target concepts for the current activity, step-by-step instructions on how to complete the coding tasks, and a discussion of how the target concept connects to product elements. You're free to work through the coding activities at your own pace. If you ever get stuck on any step, please do not hesitate to reach out to our friendly code facilitators for help. Our code facilitators are code experts who are ready to answer your questions and help you move on. Pair programming. Throughout the code sessions, You'll be doing pair programming with an assigned partner to work through the coding activities together. Pair programming is a programming technique where two programmers tackles a programming tasks together on one computer. During pair programming, one person acts as the driver who controls the mouse and the keyboard and writes the code. The other person acts as the navigator who reads the instruction, tells the driver what to code, and reviews the driver's code as the driver is coding it. The two programmers will switch roles frequently during the process. In order to facilitate pair programming online, where people cannot physically work together on one computer, we added a pair programming feature into the Snap environment to facilitate role switching. When doing the role switching, our pair programming feature will work like a fax system, which includes a two-step process. First, the previous driver needs to upload the latest version of the code to the server. After the code is uploaded, the driver needs to inform the navigator to download the code from the server. Once the navigator loads the code successfully, the code transfer process is complete. At this point, the previous navigator becomes the new driver and will write the code. And the previous driver becomes the new navigator and will give instructions to the new driver on what to program. Now that you know how role switching works behind the scene, let's look at how it is done in the Snap environment. Before you open the Snap assignment, you and your partner will need to choose an initial role for pair programming. There will be detailed instructions on how to decide your initial role at the beginning of the instruction slides for each assignment. Switching role is a two-step process. When asked to switch role, the driver needs to upload the code first by clicking on the driver swap role button and then click on the Save Start Navigating button. Once the driver sees the project save dialog indicating the code is uploaded, the driver needs to tell the navigator to load the code. On the navigator side, when the driver finishes uploading the code, the navigator needs to click on the navigator swap role button and then load start driving button to download the code. The swap role button label indicates what your current role is, so you should see the button label changes to your opposite role after doing the role switching. One thing to keep in mind is that the driver needs to share their screens at all times so that the navigator can see what is happening on the driver's screen to provide directions accordingly. You will be asked to switch roles multiple times during the code session, so both members in the pair can get practice programming. If you have difficulty switching roles, you can refer back to these slides, or even better, get our code facilitators to help.